Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Dan Kalansky with Virtual Administrator, and we were going to originally have Nick Blozan on the call with us to talk about Live Virtual Help Desk NOC service, but he had to bow out at the last minute. So we have Trevor Nelson on the line with us. Some of you are familiar with Trevor. You've worked with him before, so you know who he is. You know he's a good guy and that he always wants to take care of us. He does really good work. So what he's going to be doing today is talking to us a little bit about Live Virtual Help Desk, a little bit about their help desk, and hopefully a bit about their NOC service that they've introduced. We did a webinar with them last year, and when they had just introduced NOC, but I think that it's grown a little bit, it's matured, it's a much better product now. They also have a couple of other really cool things like technician hours, which Trevor, I hope you'll touch on a little bit, and so with that, I think I'm going to just pass it off. So Trevor, welcome to the program. I'm like talking to this really nice microphone I got now, so I feel like it's a radio show. So welcome to the program.
Thanks very much, Dan.
And
welcome everyone.
Hearing what you have to say. Go ahead. Sorry.
Thank you. Thanks very much for taking time out of your day to listen to us today. Again, apologize for the mix-up a little bit. Initially, it was supposed to be Nick Blozan who was doing this, and I'm filling in for him. So, my apologies if I'm a little rusty. But I think if any of you have spoken with him before, I firmly believe in what we sell and what we offer, and I hope that we can talk about it a little bit today. So the whole purpose of this, as Dan had mentioned, is just to talk a little bit about the services that we offer. We offer a help desk and a NOC service, and the NOC service is a fairly recent change offering that we've actually started offering about a year ago. And as Dan had mentioned, it has matured quite a bit, and the gel between our internal teams is actually such that it's really becoming a very, very good service in tune to each other, and they definitely complement each other. So we'll be talking a little bit about that today. Just to kind of go over a quick agenda, number one is going to be a little bit about us and how we got started in this, how the NOC and help desk are actually integrated with each other, as well as we'll go into a little bit more detail about the NOC services and the help desk services and how they do differ in their scope of support and whatnot. We will look at integration into your own tools and talk a little bit about the onboarding and what we actually support as far as environments and scope. So what we are is we are a fixed help desk, service desk, and NOC, and we are based in Canada. Our help desk staff are all Canadian. We're based out of Victoria, British Columbia, on the far west coast of Canada. We're actually on Vancouver Island. We've been geared towards an actual partner delivery or an actual reseller type of market that's actually worked very, very well. We're finding a lot of vendors are finding a lot of value in offering the service either as either help desk or NOC on an individual basis, but generally a little bit more geared towards the amalgamation of the two services in general and how they complement each other. As I mentioned, the help desk is from Canada, and we fluctuate anywhere from the 40 to the 50 employee mark on this end. We divide our employees up into smaller pods that will actually be the people that are communicating with you and your team. Essentially, we like to have the feel of a smaller organization actually dealing with your clients, and it also allows you to break some of the negative stigma that can go along with outsourcing help desk. You know, if we're dealing with, say, a large group of, say, 40 or 50 people, you know, the last thing we want to do is have your clients feel like they're calling into a help desk that actually has, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of users are technicians, and they're never going to be able to get that same technician twice. So that's why we've developed the actual pod system, which allows us to be viewed as a little bit smaller, and then it becomes a more personal relationship with the clients that we're supporting. Our NOC delivery is through a secure facility in India. We have access to pretty close to 100 technicians there that are all level 2, level 3 technicians. We have quite a few that are actually specialized in various aspects of Windows and Linux support, and it's something we can offer. Well, we're currently managing over 10,000 devices. Now that's actually changed a little bit. We're actually close to 16,000 devices now since this presentation was put together last year. So as you can tell, there's been some growth with the actual product and some maturity. So it's really taken off, and I'm really proud to be a part of it. We've been doing this for 6 years. Primarily started as an actual MSP ourselves, then delving into the help desk side of things, and we decided to get into NOC services quite honestly because we wanted to offer our distribution channels and our resellers and clients, if you will, the ability to not only provide a break-fix service in an MSP environment, but also have a hands-on in correcting some of those network issues that may be generating some of the volume for the actual help desk. You know, having our hands in both sides of that has definitely become an advantage, and it really helps us work together to ensure that you're providing the best support to your clients by us helping with the network side of things, and in turn limiting what type of volume we receive on the help desk side of things. They really go hand in hand. So we'll talk a little bit about some of the advantages of using a company like Live Virtual Help Desk. One of the most obvious things is an RMM tool administrator. We're particularly vendor agnostic when it comes to the tools that we actually use. That helps us become fairly proficient in a lot of different products out there. That being said, you know, the whole idea of being able to use the software that you guys have developed and already invested time and money into for our business model, it makes perfect sense. And really, why shouldn't we use those tools already? You know, and if we can provide any assistance with that, we will. Essentially, by moving some of the actual technical support requests off your team, one of the key points is that it actually offers you to get back some of your resource, so you're able to actually have your say in-house engineers either working on project type of situations, or perhaps some on-site support that's needed that they may not have time to if they're dealing with standard remote desktop issues or remote issues that can be handled through our NOC team. Because the impact of internal staff is quite minimal, essentially your contact with us becomes the escalation process, essentially. So we generally become the first line of defense, and if there's something that we can't correct or we can't fix, normally in a help desk environment, we're going to be escalating that back up to the MSP. But in the with help desk and NOC together, we have the advantage of being able to actually escalate that to our own team, so that our own level 2s and level 3s can have a look at what's causing the problem, and in turn get you guys back some of that resource. Get back to your nights, weekends, and holidays. This is something I can relate to very personally. When we first started in this line of business, before we were 24/7, one of the things that I had to do, which I'm sure a lot of you can relate to, is you know, go to bed with a BlackBerry by your pillow, waiting for the server alert page to come in, and you know, having to contact someone to get that corrected and whatnot. We're 24/7, so we can basically take that back from you. You guys can take holidays. You guys can have days off. You guys can spend time with your family. It really helps in that, and that's one of the things that, you know, when we finally went to 24/7 support in the 24/7 support arena, it became very let's just say anyone who's been in a situation like that feels wonderful after they get their life back. It's really nice to be able to trust someone else with those alerts and ensure a human being is actually looking at them and making proper judgment calls for them. And it was very nice to do that, and that's one of the things that we want to offer to our partners. It's quite very innovative. We use our own internal HQ systems to do all the communication between ourselves and the NOC team, and we're still able to do that while still maintaining an eye and an actual finger into your own programs that you're using. For example, we can do a lot of internal back and forth between our help desk and our NOC team to solve an issue, but you'll still have access to that information as we port it to your own PSA, but it allows the notification to basically be uninterrupted between our two systems. So for the help desk and NOC in our side, you know, we're in constant communication. Our help desk always has access to the NOC team. The NOC team always has access to us. It's a really good organization structure we have between the two teams. And that in itself is the key to fast problem resolution. We get a phone call from someone who's having trouble with their email. It doesn't take our help desk very long to determine that it's actually a server problem, which then gets sent up to our NOC team. That server problem is corrected in a timely manner, and before you know it, that problem's nipped in the bud, and we prevent any more phone calls from hitting us. And essentially, what the MSP will receive is essentially a notification saying, "This happened. This was taken care of. This was fixed. We're all good. We're all rocking." One of the advantages as well is with our NOC team doing proactive maintenance on these machines, it allows us to get a bit of a heads up on what's actually going on. If our NOC team receives alerts that we're seeing, say, a problematic service or a problematic server problem happening, it's quickly an instant message to our help desk team. So any phone calls that we actually receive on that issue can be very, very quickly explained that, yeah, there is a problem we're dealing with right now. Our NOC team is on it, and we'll update you as soon as we can. Something along those lines. And that close communication between our two teams is paramount to the success of getting that information across efficiently. And quite honestly, our customers do demand it. Our customers are basically, they're paying for a service. They want that communication to be there between us and them, as well as our NOC team, and we do whatever we can to ensure that happens flawlessly.